Hello students, today we are going to look at decimals. So we are going to begin with understanding tenths. So this whole has 10 equal parts. So out of 10 equal parts, 1 out of 10 parts is colored, and 9 out of 10 parts are not colored. So we can write 1 out of 10 as 0.1. Okay, so 1 out of 10 is fraction, but 0.1 is decimal. 9 out of 10 can be written as a decimal as 0.9. Okay, so 1 out of 10 as a decimal, it is 0.1, and this can be read as 1/10. 1/10, or you can say 0.1. Then 9 out of 10 as a decimal, it is 0.9, but this can be read as 9/10. 9/10, or 0.9. So 1/10 is the same as 1 out of 10, and 1 out of 10 as a decimal, it is 0.1. Now 0 is in the ones place, and 1 is in the tenths place. This means that the place value of 0 is ones, and the place value of 1 is tenths. Then this one is called the decimal point. Decimal point. Now, write the shaded parts and unshaded parts as a fraction and a decimal. We need to write a fraction, and then we need to write a decimal. Okay? Now, this diagram has got 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? We can see that 4 parts out of 10 parts are colored. That's why we say that the shaded part is 4 out of 10. But 4 out of 10 is 0.4 as a decimal. Okay? The unshaded part is 6 out of 10, and 6 out of 10 is 0.6 as a decimal. Okay? Part 3. Express each fraction as a decimal. Express each fraction as a decimal. Now we have 3/10. 3/10 is the same as 3 out of 10. Okay? So as a decimal, this will be 1/10, which is 0.1. Another 1/10, we get 0 0.1 and another 1/10, which is 0.1. So altogether we get 3/10, which is 0.3. Okay? Now, when we write this in the place value chart, we will write 0 in the ones place, we write a point, and then 3 in the tenths place. So we have 0.3. Okay? Now, for this part, we see that all 10 parts are colored. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The whole of it is colored. So we say that this is the same as one whole. One whole. Because this is 10 out of 10, which is the same as 1. But now, we need to write one whole number as a decimal. Now, you can see that we have 1/10, which means 0.1. Another one, 0.1. Another one, 0.1. So we have 0.1 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So all together, you see that we have 10 tenths. And 10 tenths will be 1.0. 1.0. So you see that once we write it in the place value chart, we will have 1.0. Okay? 1 in the ones and 0 in the tenths. So, therefore, it means that 10 out of 10 is the same as one whole. Okay? And also, if I have 0.1 10 times, still I will have one whole. Okay? And 1.0 is also one whole. So if I say 1.0, it is the same as 1. In part 4, express the mixed number as a decimal. Express the mixed number as a decimal. Now, we have 2 ones and 4 tenths. 2 ones and 4 tenths. You can see that this is 1 1 and these are 2 ones. And 4 tenths, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10 parts. So the mixed number will be 2 and 4 out of 10. Now let us see how to write this as a decimal. So this means that I have 2 wholes. I have this and this. So I have 1 whole, and another 1 whole. Then I have 4 tenths. 1 tenth, 1 tenth, and this one, another 1 tenth, this one, another 1 tenth, then this one, another 1 tenth. So all together I get 4 tenths. Now my number becomes 2.4. Okay? Now we can put this in the place vary chart. We write 2 in the ones place, and we write 4 in the tenths place. Then we write the decimal point. Okay, so we get 2.4. Now we can write 2.4 in expanded form as 2.4 equals 2 plus 0.4. So that becomes the expanded form. So now from this example, you can note that if I have 2 and 4 out of 10 as a decimal, it will be 2.4. If I have 7 and 5 out of 10 as a decimal, it will be 7.5. You see, if I have 23 and 6 out of 10, it will be 23.6. Okay, this will be 2.4, this will be 7.5, this will be 23.6. Now students, think, if 3 out of 10 equals 0.3, 5 and 3 out of 10 equals, what about 9 and 6 out of 10? If 2.4 equals 2 plus 0.4, what about 2.8? What about 25.8? Think and tell me your ideas in our group line. Thank you and have a good day.